What is going on, guys? It is your girl Janique A, and I am back with another reading for you guys. If no one told you guys today, I love you, and I know all your dreams and aspirations matter because they do. So let's tap in and get you a quick message and see what spirit needs you to know. Oh, Archangel Michael and a leg walk, please protect me. Protect my mind, my body, and my spirit. Let's clear all my chakras as we tap into this relationship. All right, so it's looking like you possibly are tying the knot, all right, with somebody. That's a loose knot forming into a heart, all right? And it's looking like things are getting tighter, all right, to form a knot, meaning locked in, meaning secured, meaning a commitment. All right, and this card also speaks about relationships in your life, work relationships, your professional relationships, your romantic relationships, your friendships, and see and analyze what type of bonds you may have created that now has caused a knot, making it hard to unravel and get out of. All right, taking out a knot in your shoe, that requires time, that requires energy, and you have to be focused. So oftentimes relationships don't even require that type of energy. All right, so it's looking like there is a strengthening of a bond with you and somebody if this is your reading. Okay, it's looking like things are tight, like it's not choking the connection. All right, so are you tying the knots, spirit? Ooh, I'm seeing y'all, for some of you guys, if y'all are tying a knot, if this is a new seed, all right, to walk through that door, don't that look like, you get the ring, you walking through that door, that new opportunity, all right, where things are fair, things are balanced, things are justified. I'm hearing no justifying, but I see somebody getting married or making a commitment, all right, an agreement, and going to the courts and be like, this is what I want, as long as, like y'all might not want a big thing, a big wedding, all right, a big ceremony, okay, but there is a new door to make something solidified. When we're talking about the pinnacle, that is bringing a manifestation into reality. All right, making it real. Okay, so Spirit, give me more on this energy. I'm also seeing tying up loose ends. The Death card. Yeah, for sure. All right, we got Scorpio energy out here. See where you have Pluto in your chart. But this definitely is a transformation also. Somebody has released outdated belief systems or beliefs, outdated beliefs about relationship. I'm paying attention to the Hierophant, like in front of the death horse, like saying, you can't override these rules. It is bad if you override these systems. This is the way we've learned how to do it, and we must stick to this way. And things are not going like that no more. So there is also new belief systems about, probably death, probably sinning, probably, just everything spiritual. Okay? The Death card is when you're at a stage where you're challenging. You're going through a spiritual awakening. You're getting up out of a dark night of the soul. All right? You have learned a lot. All right? And you are now challenging people's belief systems when it comes to your life, because you have new belief systems. You have a different way of thinking. It's like outdated ways of thinking is completely gone. It has no hold. All right? This is a complete rebirth. All right, so I feel like this is tying up loose ends. The Death card. Spirit, give me more on this energy. Also titles. The Hierophant signifies titles. People that you have a lot of faith in, like pastors, and and stuff like that. Spiritual leaders, organizations. The Seven of Pentacles. All right, so there is some analyzing. Like I said, there is some taking inventory. All right, to come up with this decision and ending something. All right, this can even be multiple relationships in your life where y'all are finally stepping back and taking inventory of your pinnacles, your resources, your values, the energy that you are putting in. You're taking inventory of even your jobs, your profession. All right, is this going to work? Is it not? Is it bringing in the material resources I need when it comes to the work I'm putting in? Everything right now is being evaluated, all right, on a material level, like something is sticking. A decision after this reevaluation is going to stick. All right, tying up loose ends. Before you depart from a connection, you may need to put things in order. Like before you quit a job, you get that feeling that you're not happy there. You get that feeling that they might be overworking you and underpaying you, so leading up to that decision, that final decision to quit, it will be best if you go look for another job. Make sure you have stuff in place, because you don't want to do something and get in the Five of Pentacles and you don't have nothing backed up. Now you have to rely on people. So I feel like whoever you are really moving strategic. Okay, because when something is done, it's completely over, right? Like when you leave a job, you're not going back. You're not going back to get rehired, So there is a lot of observing your resources, your time, your investments. All right, I'm even seeing your savings, okay, and feeling confident. And the death energy, letting go for good. It's it's the Hangman and then the death. So somebody had all the time they needed, all right, before things end for them. That's the type of energy. So you guys are sure that there is no coming back. So before you made that final decision or ended things for good, you had to put steps in place as far as your resources. All right, because you're not at the 5, you're at the 7. One more pentacles, that's the 8, 9, 10. All right, seeing your glass half filled than half empty. Spirit, give me more on this energy and what my everything needs to know. The Tower. Oh yeah. Things are, choosing to end this, whether it's quitting a job, or I'm just putting a job out there, just so y'all could get a little better at what I'm saying. So say if you quit a job and you was really one of the good workers, but your company was trying to abuse your power or your time and underpay you, undervalue what really, like, you coming to work every day. So when you're not there, and you don't need them no more because the job thinks you need them, all right, and you are a good worker, they're not seeing this coming, all right? They're not seeing. That's the good thing about planning and having a plan, all right? So that way you don't never have to settle. So, the good worker, the job somehow thinks that the worker needs them because they are allowing things to happen that they know they should be speaking up for. So the job is perceiving like, oh, they don't have no options. And then you strategically look for another job, all right? And this is unexpected. Remember, the job or the environment or whatever, they don't think you have the balls, all right? Because you've been settling. You've been taking so much, all right? You've been taking the disrespectful treatment. You've been taking the underpay and just, So this time around, you made a plan. All right, you started to take inventory of what you have, what you don't have, what you might need. All right, because there's no coming back. And you go to work, right? You go to work and you go pick up your last check, or be like, mail my last check, or you might not even go to work. All right, the Tower is like, I'm not even going to work. All right, I don't put stuff in place to where I'm not even showing up. Okay, and that causes a Tower for the company, because they never thought you wouldn't do that, especially not showing up. Not showing up at all, no call, no show. So that's what I'm getting in a relationship. Like, somebody, you guys weren't with the arguing. All right, divine masculine, divine feminine. You weren't with the arguing. You weren't with the screaming match. All right. You were serious this time. You was tired this time. And moving the way you have moved, all right, it has caused a Tower, because I'm seeing no validation. Like, no call, no show, no communication. This was unexpected. All right. And now the Tower is crumbling. Like, the Tower is literally whatever you was building in that relationship, when you chose to leave, all right, it has been destroyed. There's no going back from a Tower, let alone the Death card. There is no coming back. So this is all in your mind. Y'all already had it made up in your mind. Now it was time to plan it out in a physical, is what these cards are saying. And I don't know if y'all are orchestrating this. Terror is what's about to unfold, or what's to come. Oh, baby, this is going to be a shock, and it's going to crumble the old system that somebody was in. It's going to devour it. It's going to crumble it. It's going to demolish it. All right? And y'all didn't get caught in this Tower. So it's definitely giving tying up loose ends. If y'all was questioning what's the loose ends, if y'all was questioning if y'all decision was right, oh, baby, everything is good. It's what it's looking like. This is just going to cause an unexpected Tower. Because a lot of people slept on you. Okay? So, Spirit, give me more on this energy. All right? This is going to have a major impact. The Death card is a major arcana card. The Tower is a major arcana card. Very powerful energies. All right? Unstoppable forces behind these energies. So this is going to do damage to somebody's relationship. The Queen of Cups. All right? To the Lovers. Okay? To the Star. All right? So the Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is not confused. All right. The Queen of Cups is not confused. All right. She masters her emotions. She also masters her mental and her heart, because that's how you make good decisions. If your mind is not aligned with your heart, and your heart is not aligned with your mind, it's going to be a burdensome decision. That's what she has to, everyone has to go through. Learning how to master your emotions. All right. Learning how to be creative. Learning how to shine. All right. Learning how to fight for what you love. All right. And also what you align with. Okay. The Lover's card is not just about romance. It's about alignment. All right. With this connection, with this lover, take your shine away. Because when you choose a lover, that's a title, that's a commitment, all right? And depending on who you attach to as a lover, that tells a lot about you. So in this stage of a glow up, divine feminine, okay? In this stage of emotionally mature, all right? Creative, pouring your heart and your soul into your creativity right now, all right? You're shining, stars are aligning. Okay, you're making sure you're maintaining your spiritual hygiene, all right, and also manifesting, all right, here on earth and here in the spiritual, all right. You might have also been through some sort of upgrade, all right. Remember, the Star comes after the Tower. That's healing. That is healing after a very traumatic moment. All right, that you needed to become who you are. All right, Maybe it shook up your emotional state. All right. Anything that comes in to challenge a certain element, that's where you need working on. So if you look at that instead of getting triggered and be like, that's what I need working on, it will be so easy to understand how this stuff works. All right. So right now, something came in, all right, to trigger you, all right, and for you to master your emotions, all right, to learn how to pull that creativity, all right, into yourself, all right. You shining. The star card is literally a public figure. They are a A-lister, all right. They are somebody that is motivating, somebody that everybody knows that they came from a tower and now they shining, a complete glow up. All right. You became an inspiration. That you needed this, whatever this tower was, all right, for you to shake things up a notch. All right, can you be shaken off your foundation? All right, can you have people play with your mind? All right, about what you know is your options. Okay, so wow. All right, so it's looking like you are shining in a relationship, whatever lover this is. They are actually shining on you, like they are putting a spotlight on you. All right, this is somebody that is feeding your glow. All right, this is somebody that compliments you on a very consistent basis. All right, you around somebody that strokes your ego, baby. All right, you are somebody that literally you are with somebody that enhances your shine. All right, that means that whatever and however they choose to speak of you is such a highlight. Like people go searching. Who is that star? All right, also, you, all right, is enhancing the relationship. Okay, so there is so much positive stuff coming from knowing how to deal with towers. All right, realizing and learning how to decipher what towers is yours and what towers is not. What must crumble in order to make new beginnings. All right, being able to master the art of detachment, the death card. All right, if things gotta go now, immediately. All right, but it's that power of influence also for one to have to create this type of energy. So wow, Spirit, give me more on this energy. Give me more on this death card. Somebody might have even been trying to seek out ways to stop a tower from happening. The Queen of Wands. Damn. All right, so there is a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, feminine energy. Okay, these are on this table, this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Wands. All right, these are two powerful energies. It's looking like it's just whatever actions this Queen of Wands took against what was being initiated, which was a tower from a Queen of Cups. Any resistance wasn't strong enough. All right. The Death card to the Seven of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands is saying, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to keep this relationship? Because we're talking about relationships here. How am I going to outshine, and the Queen of Wands to the Death card to the Seven of Pentacles, that is not a girly's girl. All right, that is somebody that is in secret competition with you, if you didn't know. All right, that is somebody that was competing for the shine, because a lot Queen of Wands. All right, let's talk about an aligned Queen of Wands. A aligned Queen of Wands is beautiful. All right, she is a girly girl. All right, she is going to pump you up with so much confidence, y'all. She is, because she's so beautiful. Like, she has her own shine. So anybody else that comes in as a girl, a beautiful girl, like somebody that's shining like the Queen of Cups, the Star card, she going to embrace that. These are karmic Queen of Wands. All right, that has been in secret competition with a lot of other figures. All right, because they are attracting love. They are in alignment with love, but they also have the power to destroy. Okay, everyone has the power to destroy. Everyone has the power to love. And that's why sometimes it's not wise to soften a message. All right, because if there's no aggression behind a message, all right, and you just trying to be so soft, you'll be catching yourself trying to sit at tables you supposed to have been flipped over. Because these people were in secret competition with you, literally trying to end, figuring out going broke, all right? Exhausting their resources, trying to keep up with a Queen of Cups, somebody that has mastered the Suit of Cups, open heart chakra, all right, has been through things that usually could make them wild out. All right, but they are in control now. They are in control of their sanity. They're shining their career. They've occupied their time with a lot of their talents and their gifts and what makes them shine and what makes them individual. All right, they out here breaking every glass ceiling that people put on them. So an aligned Queen of Wands is going to embrace that. These are karmic Queen of Wands, fire signs that don't know how to direct their fire, all right, but trying to feed off of other people's energy, okay, trying to compete with them. These are destiny swappers also, because their spirit is not strong enough to manifest, all right. You don't always have to fight here in the physical, and that's what the Queen of Cups learned. That's what everybody should be learning, actually, y'all. So it is over. All right, and I feel like the more, because, you know, you can't stop somebody from trying to outshine you, all right, even in secret. But the more that this reading is saying, the more that somebody keeps doing that in their Queen of Wands energy, all right, is the more they're going to be depleted to the point of no return, okay? Because right now they are on the Seven of Pentacles. The Tower, it don't look like it's increasing, all right? Somebody is like at a state where they're trying to figure out now. Like, oh, things got real. That's what I see. Like, this Queen of Wands is realizing, oh snap, things getting real because my resources is getting low for some reason. All right, I'm not bringing in as much attention or clout or resources to sustain myself. All right, things is getting real. That's what I pick up. Okay, while the Queen of Cups is shining in love. All right. So that's what I see. Anything else for this Queen of Wands? The Six of Swords. So basically, the loose ends have been done. It has been caught up. All right. Remember what I was saying, tying up loose ends. All right. Everything has been, I'm hearing like divided. All right. Everything has been divided. All right. Everybody got what they put in to a relationship. Okay. A relationship between a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups. All right. The Six of Swords is saying, now it's time to like be done with it. Stop competing, all right? Because there is so much one needs to be focusing on, and that's their resources. That's why they're looking down like things got real. All right, so this might be even telling you, Queen of Cups, this don't got to be a water sign, all right? This don't also got to be a fire sign. It's the elements, all right? So it's how they are exuding their energy, how they're operating. One is operating out of love and one is operating out of destructive energy, wanting to destroy. But this is saying whoever's operating out of love, you had the power to destroy. Your power to destroy was stronger. You have to learn how to protect yourself, right? So this relationship, definitely, this was a karmic relationship, all right? And it definitely needed to happen exactly the way it happened for you to strengthen your power to destroy when need be, all right? And for you to strengthen your bonds and your relationships and know who to end them with. So it definitely was a relationship that you could not avoid. You had to break it down like this. You had to cause the tower. You had to get strong enough to be able to cause a tower, and it caused such an impact that it can't be made. You can't build off of that. You gotta start at square one. It's nothing to build on. That takes learning your power. That takes power of influence. Because just because you send out something, sometimes it's not that powerful for it to cause a tower and for it to be destroyed for good. If you're trying to eliminate something. All right. But this person was secretly attacking you for real. So this is saying the loose ends have been cleared out. All right. And now it's time to embrace you shining. This is another win added to your belt. All right. And you are moving to calmer waters with a connection. All right. Like moving on, basically. Like you on to the next level. All right. And every lesson that you've learned with her in this connection, you will always take it with you, because you might need to apply it to something else. Okay. So that's why you see the 6 swords in a boat with the 6 of swords, because the harsh lessons and the battle that you are coming out of, it was needed to be taught to you. So that way, if anything happens like this again, you are fully equipped to engage in that type of situation. All right. So anything else? What could this Queen of Wands expect moving forward for the rest of this week? Healing. All right. This is a wounded warrior. So Spirit is saying you tried to war. All right. Like everybody, go through that phase. But at some point you need to stop and recognize you fighting a losing battle. All right. All you're going to do is wind up depleted. After this, it's the 10 of Wands. You don't want to do that. All right. So this is a time of healing for a Queen of Wands. All right. She's been through a battle. All right. She's wounded. All right. This don't got to mean physical wounds. Like whatever this tower somebody has brung, it wounded them. It was supposed to. Okay. And right now it's a period of recovery, because you keep fighting like this. You can't. All right. Somebody's on the fence right now. So the best advice for whoever is in this Queen of Wands energy is just to heal. All right. Bandage up the wounds. All right. Whatever that was said, whatever that was told to transform. All right. You guys, it's time to heal. It's time to heal from those wounds. All right. It's time to heal from thinking you got to compete. All right. It's time to heal from this ego. That's a part of the death card. Like everything that you used to have to make yourself feel like on top of everyone. If you was doing that, like abusing your power, it's been stripped from you. So now that kind of like bruised your ego a little bit, like your reputation, you just thinking the worst. All right. So it's time to heal. It's time to heal from the battle. It's time to get stronger. All right. It may be even time to work on that fire element. You don't always got to be so quick to compete. You don't always got to feel like somebody is going to outshine you. If you are embodying your own individual stuff and talents and skills. Okay. So what is the closing out messages for the Queen of Cups, please and thank you? What can she be expecting this week moving forward? The Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning. All right. Like this is people reaching out, giving you the yes. Like, can we collab? This is a lot of offers. This is a lot of physical communication. It's looking like you're going to be booked and busy. All right. A lot of communication, a lot of phone calls, a lot of transactions. All right. But this is also the hand of God giving you like light in that flame, passing you the baton. Okay. So that's what I have. I hope this helps.